Video 4. My name is Sana, I'm 22 years old. I've started and run 3 businesses. I'm a final year dental student and I've had a crazy physique transformation. Anyways, the point of this video is to talk about how most people are doing self-development wrong. See, the whole goal of this self-development process is to improve yourself, right? But there are so many toxic traits and a horrible mindset that you can get into. I do think it's a part of the journey, and honestly, the first thing I want to address is any advice that's thrown at you, even from me and generally from everyone on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it might not apply to you and it might simply just not be relevant. See, I'm a big fan of the term periodization, right? We talk about this in training in terms of, all right, for 6 weeks I'm going to do strength training, and then afterwards I'll do hypertrophy training, and then maybe I'll train speed or whatever. In the same way, you have different stages of your life, and you have different stages that you are going to be in, and also different states of mind. So different pieces of advice will apply to you depending on what stage you're in. That's something you need to think about, and also take every piece of advice, including mine, with a pinch of salt, okay? Think about them, see if it applies to you. It may be correct advice, just not for you at that point. Now, let's get to this point in the video where I'm talking about why self-development might actually be toxic for you, right? There's ways to do it and there's no like one way fits all. Now you see, the goal of self-development is to improve yourself in every realm of your life so you have a better experience of this life for the limited number of years or just time in general that you are here on this planet, okay? If you want to improve in everything, that also means experiencing life the way it is now. So I've talked about meditation in the previous video, and also gratitude for how the day actually is, how the moment is right now. You've heard the term, there is only now. There's no past or future, there's only now. You might have heard that term and you've seen so many of these books, The Power of Now, right? So then you gotta think, am I enjoying or am I living my day-to-day? Or am I just consistently improving myself to eventually be happy? Because that's a very toxic way to think about things. Yes, long-term results is the goal, and that's going to come from short-term actions, but you have to enjoy the current moment simply because you don't know if there's going to be another moment. Think about it like this, you don't know if there's a tomorrow. You've heard that term in movies and so many other things. You don't even know if you've got another 3 minutes. Truth is, so many things can happen to us, so there should be an element of living in the present, which is something that we forget because we are so busy jumping from one thing to the next. Now there are so many ways to be present. Meditation is simply one of them. Martial arts is another one. You don't have a choice but to just be in the moment and defend yourself or attack or whatever it is, okay? Like running, there's so many other ways. Cold approach is a great way to be in the moment. You've got to think about how you can get to that state at least for 10-15 minutes every single day, because that's when you're really alive. It's the adrenaline. That's when you feel like, okay, cool, this is where I am. Now another thing, if you don't appreciate the moment, for example, I'm young, I'm 22 years old. If I don't appreciate the current moment and start enjoying some of it, then eventually I will get old and I can't trade time to come back here. There are so many millionaires and billionaires that would trade all of their money just to be my age again. I have something that they do not have. Therefore, this something has value. They cannot get it even if they wanted to. So therefore, I should do something about that. I should think about this and act appropriately. Yes, I work on myself. Yes, I'm trying to create money. Yes, I'm taking care of my parents and all these other things. But I should also enjoy being 22 to some extent. That does not mean doing drugs. That does not mean going out and staying up late, partying and all this rubbish. But it does mean spending time with my friends, doing, I don't know, just spending time with them, enjoying things, maybe going and traveling, whatever it is. There has to be that element. Life is to experience things, right? So make sure you are inputting some of this in your self-development journey. And here's another reason why you should do that. Because if everything is not going to give you short-term dopamine, spending time with friends, family, enjoying yourself in the current moment will help you rest and replenish and then be able to do what you need to again the next day. Like I said before, there is so much information out there and you need to apply what's important to you at that point of time. If you're at the beginning of your journey, consistency is your real goal. Consistently going to the gym, consistently working on your academic or your business or whatever that is. Eventually, consistency will be easy. Then it's about improvement, improving the quality. You see, there are different stages, so you need to find the advice that's appropriate for you at each one. The reason I say all of this is because I feel like I've reached a stage where I have a bit more time. Things are now more under control than they were when I was 17, 18, 19, even 20. Because there's so many things you have to figure out. For example, your room, your mindset, adapting and learning all of these skills that I talk about through the videos. Once you start to get them under the belt, then your day becomes a lot easier. You've heard a lot of people say, especially as a young man, that life gets better as you get older as a man, as long as you keep improving yourself. Now, the action step from this is actually just a change of mindset. If you're already journaling or thinking about your day or being grateful, when you are doing said activity and thinking about your day, think about if you are actually enjoying the current day and think about what you can do to enjoy it more, and not necessarily saying hours, but just 15, 30 minutes of being alive. Are you actually being alive every day? That's the real question. Anyways, I will see you in the next one.